How can you ensure that your child is going to be well taken care of and secure once others assume the role of guardian or caregiver? You know more about your child than anybody else. You know what their likes and dislikes are. You know what their health history is and what resources that they're currently utilizing. More than any kind of financial support, it's the knowledge that you have of what makes them tick that's most valuable. By the end of this video, you're going to understand how to compile all of this information and put it into one document called the memorandum of intent, also called the letter of intent, and how often you should be updating this document and who all should have copies. Hi, my name is Elizabeth, and for the best information on all things special needs planning, make sure that you hit that subscribe button and hit that notifications bell so that you're notified anytime that I post new videos. So what is a letter of intent? To put it simply, it is a document prepared by you that describes your child's healthcare and therapeutic needs. It identifies their lifestyle preferences and should include any contact information for doctors, therapists, or teachers. More importantly, though, it's used to convey insights into your child's personality or history that future caregivers wouldn't know on their own. Now, I know it's not fun to think about, but this is the part of planning where we need to envision what life would look like if you were to pass on caregiving duties to somebody else. What are your intentions and expectations for your child? Now, this is not a legally binding document, but it will serve as a roadmap for future guardians, caretakers, courts, and anybody else involved in your child's life. It will help with continuity of care and treatment, as well as appropriate decision-making when it comes to living arrangements or lifestyle preferences. So what exactly should be included in a memorandum of intent? Now, this is going to vary from one family to the other, but there are some specific things that should be in there. You should be documenting specific individuals and organizations that need to be notified upon the death or incapacity of a guardian or parent. Now, the document should also include your child's name and their birthday, and then also list any doctors or therapists that they go to, any educators or extracurricular programs they're involved in, and then be very specific about your preferences when it comes to education, religious practices, or child rearing practices as well. Now, what we're doing with this document is we're envisioning the future. It's really important that you and your child have a clear vision of the future, because only then can we start the financial planning process. Now, if you want to learn more about how financial planning and special needs planning coordinate, make sure that you check out my video, Top 5 Special Needs Planning Concerns, after this video. The link is in the description below. So like I mentioned before, only you really know what makes your child tick. You know what agitates him or her, and you know what makes them happy. Now, I have a little sister named Rosie. She has Down syndrome, and she has these 2 baby Stellas that she has to take to school every day, or else it will not be a good day. Now, imagine how long it would take a successor caregiver to figure that out. How much of a struggle Rosie would have to go through in order to convince that person that she needs those babies. We need to be able to give a future caregiver an immediate feel for your child. This is where the miscellaneous part of the memorandum of intent comes into play. This is going to include your child's personal history, their level of independence and mobility, their behavioral issues, or any assistive technologies that they may need. Also, their hobbies. Does your child like to paint? Put that in there. Does your child have a great sense of humor? Put that in there too. Writing a memorandum of intent it can be overwhelming. It is time consuming and it can be emotionally taxing, but it is so important. Without this document, a future caregiver is going to have to rely on themselves to figure out your child's needs, their history, their hopes, and their dreams. I also encourage you to include your child in this process. Ask them what their favorite activities and foods are, what kinds of social activities that they want to be involved in. This could be helpful for a future trustee as well, to help them determine what constitutes as an expense that would enhance your child's quality of life, should a special needs trust be utilized. So once you've done all the hard work and created the document, make sure that all the key players in your child's life have a copy. That includes your special needs planner, both financial and your attorney. And then mark your calendar, because this is a living, breathing document. This needs to be updated annually. Your child is going to change every single year, and you want to make sure that you have a current copy on file at all times. I hope that you found this information helpful. And while, again, there are some general basics when it comes to special needs planning, it's always important to talk to somebody who specializes in special needs planning for a more individualized approach. Now, if you liked the information that you heard today, please click that subscribe button and that notifications bell so that you're alerted anytime that I post a new video. And if you know somebody this could pertain to, please make sure that you share it with that friend. Also, if you liked what you heard today, go ahead and click on the link below to become a client so that we can start coordinating your special needs plan with your overarching financial strategy. Thank you for watching, and remember, planning for your loved one's future today makes for a confident tomorrow.